Alrighty. Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome back to Peace, Love, and Stitches. I know it is a lot earlier than I would normally have recorded, but I'm trying out a thing. So we're gonna see what this does for me. Sorry, I think I can see my right there. That little loopy thing. I think that's my lamp over there. Anywho, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to basically show you what I've worked on this week. So we're gonna kind of do some weekly videos just to do a little bit of a experiment. And today I'm actually gonna go over like a recap of this month, at least just to tell you, like, you know, non-stitchy days and how many stitches I did this month, because I'm really trying to keep track of that this year. I would love to know the actual amount of stitches, and that would include counting and using my little counter for my non-full coverage. And I'm going to pick my next week's projects with you guys as well. So we'll just hop into it. Since this one will come out during in these weekly videos, it will be showing you the weekend's progress. So I know that I showed you when I had done from Saturday's progress, but I had added 682 more stitches into Jelly World by Hade. Oops, sorry. I don't really remember where it was at because I've just been kind of jumping around. I know I really added in a lot of these blues this past weekend. I haven't really finished an entire page yet, but we're kind of just bumping around wherever we feel like bumping around to. The way I've been kind of working it right now is that I've just been trying to get all of the high number colors under 1,000 stitches right now. So we're still kind of doing that, and then once I get those under 1,000, I may go down and work on some of the lower numbers and try to get those finished up in there. But we finished out the month at this one being at 35.37% of this part that they have given us, since my goal for this year is just to get the 6 pages done. I stitched a total on this one of 7,616 stitches. That is half stitches, but I count them all as a whole stitch. So we will begin tomorrow on it again. The next things I have to show you is the Pride and Prejudice sampler. This should have gotten 2 days this week, but I had one no stitching day this week, and on that day, which would have been for this project, I decided to look at my cart for 1 2 3 Stitch and buy some patterns. Buy some fabric for patterns that I want to start. And I bought 6 pieces of fabric. So I have 6 patterns that I'm going to be starting. As soon as those come in, they'll be sporadically put throughout the year, hopefully, with more to come, because I'm trying to get more fabric settled So this is the Pride and Prejudice sampler. Oh, I think I might need to take that off. Tone down the, I never get, pardon me while I drop that. Okay, tone down the brightness. Try again. Oh, that's way better. You can kind of see it. It's a lovely green color in the number 368. Oh, I didn't tell you, Jelly World is 2/110 stitch on 28 count. This is a lovely tonal piece for Pride and Prejudice. We are working on Longbourn, for those of you who have watched any of the movies or read the book. Longbourn is the Bennet house. That was where I started, since I did a center start, and the center for this pattern is in the border area, sorry, right here in this area for Longbourn. So we just kind of went over there. I still just have a little bit left over here for Longbourn to be completely finished, but for this time being, I did complete this window, this part that is portraying, like, I guess, the house structure, and I finished the top border along there. So I just have the rest of that side border, and there's a little bit in this corner for the border, but the rest of the house from that side, and there's a tree on that side too. So once I finish that, that will complete that vignette, which will be nice. And then I don't know where we will move, but we'll just have to wait and see when that will happen, because I'll be spinning the wheel to get a new non-full coverage or small out for next week. That will get 2 days, hopefully. Pride and Prejudice sampler is stitched 2/2 on 28 count. 28. It's either 28 count or 32 count Valor from Picture This Plus. I don't remember if it's 28 or 32 though. I do know it is Valor. Don't have the tag anymore. I don't know where that part went, but I think it's 32 count. I could check my Instagram, but we're just trying to keep it down. So I'm probably going to take that out of the hoop once we find out what we're going to stitch on next. This one is definitely coming out of my Q-snap, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, I'll do that off. Why'd I do that? I'll do that off camera. We're going to pause. So next up is a full coverage piece that is basically, hopefully, going to be a good focus for this year at some point. Oh, my hair's doing wonky things. I don't like it. This is Rourke and Eve Dallas. It is a piece of fan art that I charted. I have cropped a lot of the white border out, but that is what they... Goodness. Her skin's blowing out. I don't know why her skin is blowing out like that. Anywho, that's what it will look like. Rourke and Eve Dallas got all 3 of their stitching days, and she managed to come out with 700 stitches this week. Pride and Prejudice got 254, by the way, and Pride and Prejudice ended on 7.66%. I was hoping to get 10% for that one, but that was not the case. Rourke and Eve Dallas, I was hoping to get to 35%, and I ended on 32.17%. Maybe you can see it better this way. What? Oh dear. Oof. Sorry. Somebody sent me a message that I have no idea what it pertains to. Anywho, this is where we are. So last year we finished across the top row. which he's not very big because I cropped him, so this is across the top, which means I still have like, I could go like this and you could see it all technically if it's on half of the, literally half of the fabric, but we'll have like a sliver of fabric down the side. So I started working on the page below for the row below, and this is the edge of this page right here. Kind of stops right there at her cheek, which is fine. That means that once we finish that page out and go into the next page, we'll get to the rest of her face, which should be really fun to do. Looking forward to that. But yeah, we haven't even hit the bottom of the page yet for that one, so we will see where we wind up, since we're having a great time working that one. Alright, so the recap of this month, we managed to get 13,605 stitches in for this month, so that's crazy. I feel like I don't normally get that many in the previous years. I had 2 no stitching days, and they were both in the last 2 weeks, so that's not really that bad, I don't think. I know it's a lot less projects to show, but I kind of feel like I will do better with the less projects and trying to get more progress. So we're just going to move into what next week's projects will be. So we're going to try to do this. We'll spin the wheel. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. Can you? Nope. Turn your brightness down. Can you see it now? Oh, you can see that part. How about that part? Oh, not my notifications. Okay, that's better. Alright, so we're going to do the non-full coverage first, which non-full coverage does have a new start project on there, and I don't know if I'll start that. I might start it if it picks it, but we'll see. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Yeah. Ah! Oh, there it goes. That's loud. Cottages by the Sea. So, Cottages by the Sea, if you all remember, is a dimensions kit. That's going to be our Tuesday. I'm just going to write cottages. And Thursday, because those days will get whatever it picks. So whatever it, non-full coverage will only get 2 days. So that gets Tuesdays and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Come on, ad. Thank you. Is for full coverage. So full coverage has just a few picks right now. As soon as we start adding in the new starts, that should be fun. I'm not good at the spinny things. Let's see. Oh, got the... What did we get? Face of a mermaid. That should be cool. Okay. Alright, so face of a mermaid. I can show you what that looks like. I tried a face of a mermaid, so for those of you who don't know, I have an Etsy store, which is Total Cross Stitch. Yes, I need to kind of update it a little smidgen because I haven't charted anything in a bit. And I've got some backlogs that I should just go ahead and chart this artwork. I do only public domain art, so I don't have any licensing things to deal with, and this happened to be one of my public domain arts that oh, she's blown out. Look at that. She is so blown out. So bad. She's not quite... Oh, tilt it again. Yeah, she's not quite that... That's sort of true-ish. She's not quite that blown out in color. She's a pretty popular one of mine. I feel like she gets sold the most in my Etsy store. But that being said, that is the one that I'm going to do. I am starting with her at, what percentage is she at? She's only at 2.74%. So hopefully she'll get maybe that page, I don't know. I have like half a page done right now, so we'll see. She's also 1/1 full cross on 28 count, and being that she's only half a page done, I might go ahead and swap her out to 2/110 stitch. We'll see what I feel like. So I'm just gonna write mermaid on these days, so that way I know what I'm stitching on. Alright, so that is going to conclude my video, and I know these are going to be quite short little videos, but next week's on Friday night, because this is Friday night, you will see what I did Saturday and Sunday, because we're going to kind of catch those in, and then we'll be spinning again for the full coverage and the non-full coverage. So we shall go with that. There we go. We're just making some little notations of when to do another video, because I was going to try to do my 2 weeks videos on Sundays, but we're doing a little experiment. Okay. Ugh, that means I'm gonna have a video on Valentine's Day. Gross. Sorry for those of y'all who enjoy Cupid. Myself, I'm a little allergic to Cupid at the moment, so we're just gonna nix over that. Anywho, so for February, goals are just gonna be to work on every project that I have right now. I'm not really gonna write down like goals for each thing, because my goal area is going to change. The main goal is just getting the Haid Sal to the next portion, which would be 2/3 of the way done, which would be 66%, I believe, because I did work it to the third way done, which was 33. Yeah, that is all I have. I don't think 66 is quite right. Anyway, that's what I wrote, but it will get to where it's gonna get to. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So that is all I have to show you for this week. I know, short, sweet, to the point. And hopefully I will have just a little more to show you next week, and we'll see how this goes. So I will see you guys next Friday, and happy stitching. Bye.